Shannon, have you heard the bike that America is talking about? Now, this is what is called a weekly deal drop. And I love me some Guy Yovan. It's a good thing that we're friends because he has already sold out completely of one of your choices. And what is it? This is the greatest innovation, I think, since sliced bread, because it's not only fun and fitness together, but it also gets all of us who, might not be able to push up that hill, or if you've got that daily commute, if you want to save time, give back to Mother Earth. This has pedal assist technology. Oh yeah. And it's from the leading name when it comes to transportation. I mean, have you heard of a company called Land Rover? Well, we have the final quantities. Here's, in fact, Jared, if we can show them, there are fewer than 100 of these to go around. This show only. Where in the world is America's personal trainer? I heard a rumor that Tony Little was going to be here with us. And no kidding. Not only is he your first and last name in fitness, and here he comes, America's personal trainer, Tony Bravo.
How much fun! Electric bikes!
Okay, these e-bikes, have you done a little Google search? First and foremost, e-bikes, they are not this price. If you could find them for double the price. Frankly,
my gosh.
even just a bike that you're gonna be tooling around your neighborhood in or commuting to work,
I went and looked at it in the stores,
Right.
I saw a 10-speed still for $1,000.
Oh yeah.
All right, I have a 7-speed on here. I can ride this as a 7-speed anytime as a bike I want, or I can have a computer on here that I go 5 levels of pedal assist. And do you know what pedal assist does?
What is pedal assist,
It's the
Tony
coolest thing. I'm just telling everybody in America. Coolest thing there. Once you've been on a bike like this, you'll never go back to a regular bike.
It's true.
Because what it does, see what this right here?
Yeah.
There's a screen here. So this is pedal assist, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden, if I want to go up, I do level 1.
Okay.
Go up, level 2. I have 5 levels.
Okay.
5 levels. You don't ever have to pedal ever again.
Ever.
All right?
Ever.
It is so amazing. So I start out, and the pedal assist just helps me pedal.
Yeah.
But you can take this. Can anyone see this right here? It's a throttle.
Okay.
So when I came in here riding with my legs out, I was just holding the throttle. All right? I was just holding the throttle, just cruising down the road. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. It's the coolest product ever.
It is.
And it's my Land Rover.
I know. Okay. A name that maybe you've heard of. Hey, Tony, just a couple of things. We actually tried, our buying team actually tried to get more of these in.
You can't.
They can't. And this is exclusive. Even though you know the name Land Rover, you're not going to find this anywhere else. And trust me, if you do like a little search on e-bikes, they are the latest, they are the greatest. I mean, honestly, everybody in America, this is a bike that America is talking about. Nobody's doing this kind of price or this kind of configuration.
No, I mean, listen, it's a major brand, all right? It's a major brand. And did they show this right here? Because
in fact, do you know what, Prince?
I want to show you, because this is
so cool.
It is real quick. So, what?
We have to step in a little further.
Oh, we have to step in a little further. We got to do work. Okay, look at this. So over here, see this right here?
Yeah.
This makes it a regular 7-speed bike.
Okay.
So say 4 or 5 hours later on electric, maybe you run out at 30 miles
yes.
of electric, right? You all of a sudden can take this and you can go manually up to 7 speeds like a 7-speed, 10-speed
like
bike.
a 7-speed bike.
Not like a 7-speed bike. But who wants to do that when you can go ahead and you can just go like that, and that's level 1.
Oh, this
level
is so
2,
cool.
Level 3, level 4, level 5, okay?
Oh,
and what that does is it just, woo, like that. Folks, it's the most amazing thing in the world.
It is.
It really is.
But you know what? The problem is it is only for this show. This is your final airing.
And there's only like 80 people going to do it.
Exactly. There are a couple dozen of you who can select it. So, the thing is you can ride it like a regular 7-speed. I mean, you can ride it like a regular bike.
No question.
But then it's putting the fun and the function back in fitness, because if there are a lot of you who have been, benched because, you can't get up that hill, or maybe you're even thinking for those short little commutes. Are you going to the grocery store? Do you want to go out with the grandkids? Do you want to bypass all the traffic on Clearwater Beach?
You never have to get in that line again.
Ever. I mean, it's genius.
There's so many people, because we live in Clearwater and we live in Dunedin, and my wife and I couldn't believe the amount of electric bikes that were out there. And so I started, talking, and the next thing I know, I got very lucky, folks, got with the Land Rover company, which put out the Rover bike, which is the #1 bike out there. HSN has the exclusive on it, so you can't buy it anywhere else. And it's an amazing price.
It is. Okay, here's the thing, though. It is for this show. Hey, Jared, since we don't have teleprompters out here, can you give me the breakdown on the VIP financing? I think it's a little over... Well, there he goes.
Bye.
It's less than $80 if you do that VIP financing. So that is 18 months. We're putting the fun back in fitness. We're putting the function back in fitness. The other cool thing about this is, and that's why we dare you to compare. So first and foremost, you know the name Land Rover. This is built to last. You know, Tony, I think we lost Tony. He's like, he's e-biking back to Clearwater. He's having so much fun. But you know that name. They are only doing this here at HSN and only for the quantities that remain. Of course, it's going to sell out long before that weekly deal drop. Tony, you were even telling me you were a fan of Land Rover.
I'm riding electric right now. Please don't talk to me.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Even America's personal trainer doesn't have to pedal.
I don't have to pedal. It's the greatest thing in the world.
You are so funny.
Oh, man.
This is like the coolest thing, though. I mean, so some of the design details. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, you can tell that it's built to last. I mean, this is made by Land. I mean, this is a real bike.
Yeah, well, because Land Rover builds everything great, okay? This is a steel and a aluminum alloy.
Right.
So it's not like any of your bikes out there. They made it so it's lightweight, but yet it's tough.
Right.
You're never going to see bikes out there with this kind of heavy frame.
No,
all right?
no way.
But cool thing too is you don't ever have to take your bike out and charge it.
Nope.
I mean, you just take the battery right there. See where it's out of here right here?
Okay, yeah,
it's
in
right
fact,
there
you know what?
thing.
Let me,
You
okay,
just
here
pull
it
that out.
is.
It's got a key so nobody can steal
Yep.
your stuff, you know? So you pull the key out.
Yep, so
you
there's
pull
the
that
battery.
out. You just go charge it upstairs while your
Yep.
bike's downstairs, get in the morning, shove it in, and next thing you got about 35 miles.
Wow.
Or something.
And you know, and you were telling me too, so it goes what, up to 20, up to 30?
20 miles an hour,
20
but
miles
some
an
people
hour.
have been, you know, clocked it a little higher in some areas, but they like to have it about 20. 20 is pretty fast on a bike like this.
Right. Oh,
any
absolutely.
bike.
So again, you can ride it like really kind of those high-end elite bikes. You know, for a while when I lived in Minnesota, listen, just the regular bikes that you had to pedal all the time, you were lucky if you could find them for less than $1,000.
It's no question. And if they can get a close-up, I kind of want to show so you understand what Land Rover does, okay? Take a look at the handles here. These are rubber, and they flare out, okay?
Right.
Why do they flare out? Because they're ergonomic to your hands and your arms.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Feel it?
Oh, man, those feel good.
So they're ergonomic. That's what they designed. This over here, being a 7-speed, who's ever done that? Now, let me explain what that does, because that's the coolest thing in the world, right? So it's already at 1, right? And as I go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can go 7 times resistance and make it a regular 10-speed bike, or I can come over here, what's right there, and I can go ahead and change that.
Yeah.
I can add it onto 1. I can do pedal assist 2, pedal assist 3, pedal assist 4, pedal 5. You're crazy to use it, but it's just and obviously it's nice.
Do you know what? You can tell it's a Land Rover.
Yeah.
Because you were telling me what your first car was a Land Rover.
Yeah. What I told him when I got the job, folks, I said, you know, one of my cars I had was a Land Rover. And then I had 2 Range Rovers. So can I sell your bike? I know your quality.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know their quality. I mean,
Because,
British engineering.
Of course.
And you know, they were the all-time record breakers in all-terrain.
Yeah.
And these are all-terrain.
These are
you
all
can go anywhere.
Well, and that's the beauty of this one. I don't care if you're just trying to, for your daily commute, if you're trying to put the fun and the function back in fitness. If you, in your neighborhood, I know you and Guy were talking about this, if you have seen, I keep calling this what the bike that America is talking about.
Oh, it is.
Not only is this the bike that America is talking about in terms of it's a Rover, for crying out loud. It's a Rover, but it's also this unique e-bike series.
Can I ride?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what's so cool about this?
Huh?
So you can pedal and get some assist, like if you're going. So you can use it, like I said, like a regular bike, or you can use it with 1 level of that pedal assist. You know, 2 levels,
when you see
3
me
levels.
speed up right there, that's not me pushing the speed.
Right.
That's #1 pedal assist.
It is.
It's so cool. I mean,
it is dynamite. It really is.
And it's quality. And I think that's a big deal too.
For sure.
I mean, top quality, everything you ever wanted. I mean, this is called the Mountaineer. You're a mountain climber, okay?
Yeah.
But I look at it as being like the most expensive, if you had to pay a lot of money, 10-speed bike that now is electric, is 10-speed or 7-speed, anything you want to use. And all you have to do is charge it at night when you go. And you got 35, 37 miles.
You do. So remember, of course, you're getting the Land Rover.
If you run on electric, you use your legs like you're supposed to.
And this is an HSN exclusive. So you are getting that rechargeable battery, and then, of course, you're getting the AC adapter to do that. You can, I just want to remind you again, it's like a couple of different items, because you can use it as your bike, you can use it as your e-bike, and wherever you are. I don't care if it's glamping, if it's camping, if it's, you know, taking, you know, the comedy out of the commute, you're tired of waiting in line.
You know how much money you save?
Yes,
you know how
gas
much money?
alone.
You never have to buy gas again?
No.
Right? Never have to worry about the traffic jams because you're like, cruising through it.
Avoiding it all.
I mean, it's changed the world.
Yeah.
This has just changed the world.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it was happening until we moved to Dunedin and Clearwater. And everyone was on an electric bike. Everyone.
When we say everybody, especially if you're of a certain age, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, because you can get up hills now.
Well, of course.
You can go anywhere.
I heard you had got, and again, so just to be clear, we've already sold out of more than half the quantity because there was another configuration. It sold out early. We now have a few dozen, about 80 or so, give or take. And of course, that doesn't take into consideration the people, the manner and method in which people are shopping. This does still have that 30. Donna, I don't know if he's more dangerous on wheels or not. Again, we've lost Tony and Donna. Okay, Tony Little has left the building, just for the record. And that's what's so fun about this. I don't care if you've ever been a mountain or a biker, if you've never been on a bike, there's something that is so fun and fresh about being on a bike. It's like being a kid again. And if you want to be with your Valentine, this is also bringing people together.
No, I have a beautiful wife.
You do. You know how much I love your wife.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I might love your wife more than you.
She does my makeup so I look good.
But it really, first of all, you know what's so funny though? You guys are such a great couple, but that's why I say e-bikes is really bringing people together. I'll give you an example. In fact, one of our show hosts here, her husband's really into biking, but she's not. I mean, she does other, physical fitness things. So when you've got an e-bike, pedal or not, use it, pedal and then get pedal assist. It puts you in the driver's seat, even if you wouldn't say what you're a traditional bike rider.
There's a reason why we're at a sellout risk right now.
Right.
We already sold out over 100 of these bikes, like in what was it?
One show.
One show.
One show.
We only have a few left. You just got to see you really got to see the quality of it, because it's not like when you go into some of the sporting goods stores and they have bikes in there that are $1,500, $2,000 or whatever like that. This is basically, this model here is about a $1,700, $1,800 price retail. Wow. And look at the price you guys at the shopping shop, lowest price in America.
No, it is.
And very low quantity.
And by the way, for this show, we're looking at a couple dozen remaining. There are about 80 left. It is also on that VIP financing, in which case you're looking at $80 on that credit card. You can apply and buy. And Tony, there's no reason to say, now we're going to get everybody the bike that America is talking about. Seriously.
Really, I mean, electric bikes are just the bomb.
They are.
They are. But we tried every one. I mean, some of them are cheap, or some of them are made, and I don't feel comfortable with them.
Right.
But can we show a close-up of this somehow? I want people to understand that Land Rover, if you're going to buy an e-bike, right? Yeah. You're going to buy a Land Rover, because that's the best there is, and you'll see it in the styling. If you can see the styling, all right? Yep. Right here, this is a heavy alloy, all right? This is not the thin little things that are out there. This is a heavy alloy, and you can of course pop this battery out, take it upstairs, charge it overnight, and you have all those mileage during the day. So it has a key, so you lock it or otherwise. These tires these right here are larger tires, so they're a mountain climber. So you could actually, the way you're with this, you could actually ride this, right? You can. You could ride this up a mountain or come down to a regular thing. Anything you want, you could do. And that's the key behind it. Very simple. It's a very simple product. You get on it and you go. And if you want to get more go, you just press a little button and you have 5 different levels of electric that you do not have to pedal with.
It's true. Now, the length of the battery, I suppose it depends on, the speed that you're going, about 20 miles, give or take, something like that, Tony, like a ballpark. I'll double check on hsn.com for everybody, because, I'm getting my steps in. I was in like, you know, 3 different studios tonight. But I will say this, you're watching this show for a reason. And whether it's to help you, give you a level of confidence when it comes to your fitness goals, you just want to put the fun and fitness again.
Don't do that at home.
Exactly. You want to save money on your commute. Okay. 24 to 31 miles, so actually a little bit better than I remembered. So 24 to 31 miles on the range on that battery life. Hey, Jared, we do have a testimonial. Shall we take a little peek, and then we'll kind of circle back and go through the features again? So don't hang up. We've got, I think, just a few dozen, fewer than 80 of these remain, 18-month VIP financing. And you know what? Take a look at what people are having to say.
So what I love about my Land Rover bike is it has a pedal assistance. So if I'm going uphill or on a gravel road, it'll kick in with the pedal assistance and it'll help me get up that hill or across that gravel without a lot of exertion.
So this is a 7-speed bike. There are actually 7 gears that actually engage with a simple push of this button right here. So if you want to have a nice workout, you can ramp that up as you go along, or if you just want to back that off a little bit to just for easy pedaling.
So I love this Land Rover Sporter bike because it can fold, it's compact. So, and I love it because I have a sedan, so I can't really take a huge bike anywhere. So the fact that I can fold it up, put it in my trunk, it makes it so easy to use wherever I go.
The battery is placed just below the seat, and it's amazing because it just simply removes with the key. You unlock it to remove it so that you can take it indoors to recharge it.
That kind of says it all. And again, do you know what? I have seen less of Tony Little in this presentation than I think any other show. He's gone rogue.
There's a throttle here. All I do is go like that. Okay. Push it. I don't even have to pedal.
This is so
right?
cool.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, this is for people that could never go ride up a hill. Now you go up the hill, no problem.
You do.
And that's only on level 2.
Hey, Tony, we've only got, Jared, I think fewer than 80 of these to go around.
Yeah, gone.
Okay, we have fewer than 80 of them. Just so you know, Tony debuted this earlier this week, and they sold out of more than half the quantity. This is your final shot. It's what's called a weekly deal drop.
Actually sold 100 bikes in the 30-minute show.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, we tried.
This is the last of them.
Oh, yeah. We tried to strong arm Land Rover to get these. They just can't do it. There's a national shortage of these bikes. I mean, e-bikes, when I say it's the bike that America is talking about, not the least of which Land Rover. Can we give them some of the highlights again, just in case people are tuning in for the first time?
Well, the highlights, obviously, it's a Land Rover e-bike.
Right.
And it's got the computer on here. So I like to show the computer a lot because the computer really helps people.
It's a nice computer.
So this is a pedal assist. The genius, whoever put pedal assist together is genius, meaning you can ride this bike at a 7-speed bike anytime you want up here, right?
Right.
And the minute you don't want to pedal anymore, you just put it on a pedal assist and you have up to 5 levels of pedal assist.
Right.
Well, let me tell you, level 5 is fast, all right? So level 2 is kind of where I ride at.
Sure.
So you got that. You got the ergonomic grips that you don't ever have to grip. See that how they flare out at the bottom?
Cool.
So they take care of your palms.
Right.
So they think of everything. This is an alloy. This is an aluminum steel alloy. This is built like a brick, you know what?
Yeah,
right?
it's built like a Land Rover.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I mean,
and this
for real.
key has a battery. You lock the key so no one ever takes the battery. Then at home, you just pull the battery out, take it upstairs, bike stays downstairs.
Right, 24 to 31 miles, Jared, I think, in the battery life. Okay.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Of course, these are all-terrain. So if you wanted to leave the highway and go at a shortcut, you could go under the bridges, up the hills, everywhere, and beat everybody in traffic. But again, if you're going to buy an e-bike, which I think is the smartest thing, and the reason why there's millions of them and millions of them, buy it from Land Rover and HSN, and you're going to get the best bike for the best money.
Well, and you know what? That is well said, Tony, because the thing is, when I say it's the bike that America is talking about, I mean, it is one of the hottest trends in America right now. It's putting the fun and function back in fitness because you can ride it as a bike, but then you can have a little pedal assist, you know, or a lot of it, or let it, or you can just...
If you had a level 5 pedal assist on here, folks, you'd be traveling about 20, 22 miles an hour, not pedaling at all.
Right.
Just with your feet up, waving everybody out there like this. I mean, it is the coolest thing. Once you've had one of these, you'll never have I mean, we're all hardcore bike users for fitness, but you still get fitness because the minute I don't want to use electric, I come over here and I have 7 levels of standard exercise that I can do by doing the bike with my actual legs and butt.
Right. So I guess my whole point is, even if you've never even been a bike person, like a bike fan, please take a second look at this, especially if you are starting to think about your Valentine's. So we have as many people calling as we do have quantities remain. I know you've been seeing that quantity left rotate at the bottom of your screen. Hey, by the way, we're talking about Valentine's tonight. I know who Tony's Valentine is.
I don't.
But yeah, okay,
well,
right?
Yes, I do.
But Kim W., her first crush was her husband. She was high school sweethearts with her husband and happily married for almost 38 years. I love that. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. We've got another question coming up actually next hour when I'm back in the studio, back in the kitchen.
I'm not gonna come back.
Stoney, you know, I need these bikes to just ride from studio to studio is what I need.
No pedaling! No pedaling!
You are
no
so
pedaling!
funny. So remember, you can pedal or not. You can pedal or not. And you can ride it as a regular bike. You can get a little bit of help, a moderate amount of help, or just let it ride itself. And you know, the other thing about this, Tony, is I would say pretty much,
it's beautiful.
I should look up the height on this, but you know, kind of one size fits all because you can adjust the heat. That's a really
Adjust the seat up and down
seat.
accordingly.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just can't. If you never experienced anything until you experience an e-bike, and then experience an e-bike from Land Rover.
For sure.
Land Rover bikes.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. I mean, we would love to send it to you. Remember, with every service representative taking phone calls, we now have, I think, Jared, you said fewer than 60 of them. There is no back order. There is no wait list. Do you have any idea when we're going to get these back, when they're gone?
I think it's quite a while because obviously it's a quality product.
Sure.
We only had to start. We had a little over 200, and you're down to like 70.
Yes.
Left for the whole country.
Oh.
And the one that we sold the other day, 100 out.
Oh.
Like that.
Gone.
So,
I mean, absolutely
well,
gone.
everybody wants an e-bike.
Sure.
Everybody wants an e-bike. It doesn't matter your age, you want an e-bike. Why not buy something that's quality, high-end, and at the price that you could go out and buy the junk at, right?
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Or a bike that doesn't have the pedal assist. And I know I keep going back to that, but when I was buying just, you know, mountain bikes or what they call those city bikes.
$1,000.
Easy. Yeah. And to me, this is kind of like that, like, you know how people do like CrossFit? This is like that cross between, it's like the best of both.
Well, think about also, you know, I'm 66, all right? And
well, you're looking good.
66, but sometimes you get to a hill and you can't get the hill anymore, right?
Yeah.
This, don't worry about it, man. You push your button, you past that hill, all right?
But I mean, seriously, I don't care if you're just trying it about your commute or you want to be able to get out with your grandkids. I mean, if you, that's why this is so perfect, I think, for every age and skill level.
It is, and you got 20 miles an hour, and you can get up, I think, to 35 to 37 miles in one charge.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yep.
And no gas, pay no gas, no nothing. It's just awesome, awesome.
It's true.
Just the gas people are going to save.
Oh, please.
Using this bike for the first 3 weeks pays for the bike.
It does. Hey, it's official. We now have about one per state. There are fewer than 60 of these. Hey, if you were watching that videotape and you saw the folding version, just so you know, that's how quickly these are selling. Tony and Guy sold that out in one show. So the fact that we've got like about 50 of these remaining is really only thanks to you and Land Rover, because nobody else has it for this price.
Well, we had 2 styles,
right?
You know, and this is a style that I like to think of. This style as the big city style.
Yeah.
You know, like when I go to New York, this is the New Yorkers I'd be seeing all over this thing, all over where you're going through traffic trying to get to work, but don't want to spend the gas, don't want to get caught in traffic. I mean, you're going to be passing 100 cars going to work.
That's no joke.
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
and
no
you're
joke.
on electric, right?
Yeah.
You're on electric.
And just to refresh, remember, you can just pedal it like a regular bike. You can pedal it when they don't get that pedal assist if you need a little extra push, you know, up that hill, around that corner. Or if you look down, you're having so much fun, you're running late for work, and you just want to go full pedal assist. You want to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. You can do that, and that is only for one of the next 50 odd people or so who call. Tony, it's funny because I've known you a long time. I mean, obviously you're America's personal trainer. This might be the most fun I've ever seen you have with any product I've ever presented with you.
Yeah,
I'm serious about that.
I'd agree with you because I don't like the work.
Well, there's that.
I mean, listen, we all love, you know, being 66 and understanding, getting out there, and working your heart, working your lungs, getting muscle tone and all that stuff. Sometimes it's very hard for some people in the beginning.